This doctor saved the lives of thousands of dying women using something sitting in every kitchen on Earth, and his own colleagues had him beaten to death in an asylum for discovering it. Every single morning in one of the most prestigious hospitals on Earth, women were dying at a rate that made no sense to anyone. Ward 1, run by the most qualified doctors in Vienna, was killing 35 out of every 100 mothers who walked through its doors. Ward 2, run by simple midwives with no medical degree, was losing only 1. Women were crawling on their knees through hospital corridors, physically begging not to be sent to Ward 1. Some chose to give birth alone on the street outside in the cold rather than walk through those doors. Every doctor in that hospital walked past those begging women every single morning, and not one of them could explain why their ward was a death sentence. Then one night, Semmelweis watched his closest friend die from a scalpel cut during an autopsy. And in that moment, he saw something nobody else had seen in 100 years of modern medicine. The doctors were walking straight from cutting open fresh corpses directly to delivering babies without cleaning their hands once. They were carrying invisible death from the dead straight into the living. Semmelweis grabbed the one thing sitting in every kitchen on Earth Lime solution and ordered every doctor in Ward 1 to wash their hands before touching a single patient. Within weeks, the death rate in Ward 1 collapsed from 35% to 1%. He had just saved thousands of lives with something that cost nothing and took 30 seconds. He had also just made the most dangerous mistake of his entire life, because saving those women meant only one thing to the doctors around him. It meant they had been killing their patients with their own unwashed hands for decades, and no respected professor, no celebrated man of science was willing to look his patients' families in the eye and accept that. They did not investigate his findings. They did not thank him. They systematically destroyed every single thing he had built. His papers were rejected, his position was taken, his reputation was publicly burned to the ground. So Semmelweis did the only thing he had left. He wrote furious open letters to every prominent doctor in Europe, naming them personally, calling them killers, demanding they answer for every preventable death. His colleagues collected those letters, walked into a courtroom, and used them as legal evidence that he had completely lost his mind. In 1865, they invited him to visit a colleague. He walked through the door. It was a mental asylum. The doors locked behind him. 14 days later, beaten, strapped, broken, Ignaz Semmelweis died inside that cell from a wound infection, the exact same type of infection he had spent his entire life proving how to prevent. That same year, Louis Pasteur proved germ theory. Lister introduced antiseptic surgery. Every word Semmelweis had written was confirmed completely correct. The medical establishment adopted hand-washing globally quietly without his name, without credit, without a single public apology. The man who saved 8 million lives every year with 30 seconds and a bar of soap died beaten and alone in a dark cell put there by the very men whose patients he was trying to save. Follow for one erase.